Welcome back to War Master Podcast. Today we are looking at some more great stuff from the old Cromarty Forge. 15 mil Iberian, so Spanish, Scutari and some Slingers. I needed some more troops for my Carthaginians because I didn't want to have too many of the Gallic troops. I wanted these cool, I guess they're like cleavers, aren't they? Like almost machetes. The Scutari use. So I wanted some of these fellows. They had an army deal on. He'd sculpted some new stuff over Christmas, I think, and released an Iberian army pack. He'd also, John's also included them in the Carthaginian bigger army pack now. So you get like Numidian and these Iberian allies in with the Carthaginians. Anyway, so I feel bad for saying this. This is the first time I've actually sent John any real money, but about time. The process on Gumroad was a little bit scary. I don't think it's a UK or even EU based app. I think it's American based. So when you go through, the Iberian army pack was 25 quid. For whatever reason it adds VAT. I mean, it is a service, so I mean, whatever, add VAT, whatever. Then it tried to convert to the US and pay in dollars, which didn't make any sense to me, but I did it anyway. I've checked my PayPal statement, so it actually comes back to pounds. So the £25 plus VAT is £30, and that's what I've been charged. So don't panic about when it starts talking about stuff in dollars and your bank may charge you a currency exchange fee and stuff, because that didn't happen. You just got to be aware that you will be charged VAT. I don't know if that's due to Brexit or whatever. Maybe. I don't think John's VAT registered, but he may be, because it's based on turnover, not profit. But I'd be surprised if he is VAT registered, because the threshold's nearly 100 grand now in the UK. So I'm sure it's a Gumroad issue. Anyway, on to the actual miniatures. We have I printed half a bed of Scutari and some shields to go with them, and half a bed of Slingers, because they have some elite Slingers that I can use for ADLG, and so not much cleanup needed on these, which is always nice. I don't know how well behaved the camera's going to be. Let's see if we can get it to do something. Would have been better if I'd have painted some of these, or at least washed them. So these are the Iberian Slingers. About maybe a dozen poses, something like that. So that's quite a lot of poses. But that's one of the beauties of using 3D sculpting, is that you can generate, once you've got your model mannequin, or whatever you call it, your dolly sorted out, then you can repose with relative ease. Certainly a lot easier than sculpting with green stuff, using dolly bodies. So we got Slingers. Those Slingers came with choice of two sizes of shields. So we have these round shields. This is one thing that John's really got down, is kind of maximizing the space on your beds by using things like this. So a batch of 5 larger round shields, and I just wash and cure them on the little stands. I don't try and pick them off, and then when I come to use them, you can just literally break them off like that, and you get virtually no residue and no damage. So I wouldn't even bother doing anything to them until I come to use them. So just print them, wash them, and cure them, and leave them on the little sprues. So we've got these larger shields, and there's also some, if I can find some, I think these are the smaller shields. They've tended to fall off a bit easier because they are quite small. So maybe we can put the large shields and the small shields together and see the difference. So maybe like 20% reduction in size, maybe 3/4 size, something like that. And then you can obviously put them on your little miniature. I tend to be quite lazy and put them on prior to undercoating and painting and stuff, but that's just me. I'm a lazy bastard. So that's our Slingers. And then the reason I bought the army pack was the Scutari. There are a couple of types of Scutari in the Iberian pack. There's nobles or just regular troop, and for this one I decided to go regular troop. So again, I think there were quite a lot of choice on the Scutari warriors. Some of them had had spears and stuff, but I wasn't interested in those. I was interested in whatever the name of this blade is. I don't know what the name of the blade is. As I said, it looks a bit like a machete or something, or some kind of fighting. What's it, like a short sword, isn't it? A curved short sword, a cutlass, maybe. So many words for swords. Where I'm from, Essex in England, the county, what would you call it? Like the county heraldry has 3, kind of like this, short swords called sea axes, which is kind of like a cross between a sword and an axe, I guess. So it has a flag with 3 of those on it. So these are the larger shields that go with these fellas. And I'll be painting. So maybe I'll do. So they come on. They're like medium sword, I think. So there'd be 3 on a 40 by 20, but they come in actually double that width. So there'd be 40 by 40, and there'd be 6 on there. So maybe I'll do like 3 lots. So that's 18. The slingers, they're only 2 on a stand. So I've printed loads off. I mean, I will never use all these because I think they're like 5 points a unit, which is like unbelievable amounts for skirmishers. They can do a bit, but they can't fight. I mean, these guys are only 6 or 7 points, and they're a solid unit of medium foot. And these elite skirmishers are 5 points each. So I'm not sure they can pull that kind of weight. Well, certainly, obviously, you're going to need some skirmish, but I'm not sure you should go crazy mad and have like whole armies of skirmish. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Just a quick one to get me back in the scheme of things. It's been a bit. I find it difficult after holidays and stuff. So there was a half term to get back into stuff. But hopefully this is me getting back into stuff. And I'll speak to you again soon. And well done, John, for these fantastic sculpts as always. More power to your elbow.